going on, guys? It's J Mass, and I'm back again with another dope New England adventure. So today's exploration is going to be a pretty quick one, but it's also going to be a very windy one, as you can hear by the crazy gusts of wind around me. So I do want to apologize in advance. I'm going to try to talk louder than usual because of all the wind. But nonetheless, I'm excited to take you guys on this exploration. It's a place I've always wanted to check out. And as you can see directly behind me, we got some World War II era lookout towers. Right now, I'm on Gooseberry Island. It's a very thin strip of land on the southern coast of Westport, Massachusetts. And here on Gooseberry Island, the United States government actually set up 2 lookout towers during World War II. Now, these were supposed to provide additional defenses for the area, of course, for nearby New Bedford and the Narragansett Bay. There were many forts and batteries in that area, and these lookout towers were just additional defense for that. Now, these were built in 1942, and I believe they were abandoned sometime in the mid-1950s, 1956, I think, which is when Massachusetts actually reclaimed Gooseberry Island and turned into a public space. But these lookout towers actually never saw a battle. None of the guns were even fired, so they were pretty much useless and promptly abandoned. And today we're going to be checking out these Gooseberry Island towers. Again, there's 2 total, and I'm really excited to check them out. I do want to start off by saying, unfortunately, we can't go inside. Both of the towers are completely sealed shut, so we can only view them from the exterior, but still, I think it'll be really cool to check out. As always, guys, my name is J Mass. If you love urban exploration, checking out abandoned sites, history, and New England travel, feel free to subscribe to the channel, or you could follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. But yeah, we're going to check out 2 World War II era lookout towers or fire control towers here at Gooseberry Island in the town of Westport, Massachusetts. Again, apologies for the wind. Let's get started. So as you guys can see directly in front of me, we got 2 World War II era lookout towers. Obviously, the one on the left is significantly taller than the one on the right. I believe that the one on the right over here actually collapsed or something. It used to be much taller, but right now it's only a half of its original height. But we're gonna go up and check them out. And again, I do want to apologize. We can't get inside anymore. Completely sealed shut. Not sure why or when that happened, but right now these towers are sealed shut. But they were built in 1942 when the United States government actually seized the 6.5 acres of land here on Gooseberry Island. There actually used to be many more buildings on the island, but there was a massive Hurricane Carol, that swooped over the island in 1954, destroying most of it. And really, these 2 towers right here, these are the only structures that still survive on Gooseberry Island today. Pretty crazy, though. So these obviously would have been used to look out for enemy fleet, enemy submarines. They were mostly used in defense of the coastal Rhode Island and Massachusetts areas. Obviously, right over there is Buzzards Bay, but we're also nearby the Narragansett Bay, which had many coastal defenses, and same with the Massachusetts coastline, including nearby New Bedford and Fairhaven. And that's primarily what these towers were used for, just lookout towers. They were equipped with guns, I believe. I don't know what kind of guns they used. If I find out later, I'll of course include below. But pretty cool. 2 abandoned World War II era lookout towers. I think I'll just give you guys a really quick close-up. I really wish we could get up top and check out the views. Kind of a shame we can't, but still really interesting. And I hope the wind isn't too bad right now. On my end, it's really bad. Ah, that's cute. Someone asked someone out to prom on a World War II lookout tower. It's romantic. Yeah, pretty cool right there. And let's check out the smaller of the 2. So as I mentioned, this tower right here would have been the height of this one, but for whatever reason, it's partially collapsed. I wonder if that actually happened during Hurricane Carol. Not exactly sure. However, the thing that's cool about this one right here is that we actually can peer inside. Not too much to see, but still cool nonetheless. And you can see right here, there's a little opening in this tower. Let's check that out. So you can see in here, this is the interior of the smaller of the 2 World War II era lookout towers. Again, not too much going on, but still pretty cool. inside. And also, as I mentioned, as we are on Gooseberry Island off the coast of Westport, we're right nearby the beach. This right here is Buzzards Bay, and of course you got the ocean. Now, part of why it's such a windy day, as you can see, are all the massive waves crashing onto the beach right now. And right over there is the town of Westport itself, the southern Massachusetts coastline, and all the way over there is Rhode Island, Narragansett Bay. It's an absolutely gorgeous area, gorgeous day out today. And then, of course, the two World War II lookout towers. Now, these must have been crazy during their heyday, you know? Imagine during the 1940s, these things in use. Obviously, none of the guns were ever fired. They were never used. Combat never reached mainland USA, but still, it must have been really cool to see them stationed with troops, you know, in action. And even today, seeing them completely abandoned, you know, standing still on the island, it's really cool. It's like taking a peek into the past, you know? But yeah, guys, those were the two World War II lookout towers, or fire control towers, here on Gooseberry Island in Westport, Massachusetts. Very cool to see up close. I've known about these places for quite a while. Glad to have finally gotten over here. While it is a shame that we couldn't go inside and even go up to the top and get some amazing views, still really cool to see. And this is an integral part of New England history right here, because this was basically part of our coastal defense during World War II. Obviously, we never had any enemy fleet come over to the mainland United States, or at least in any active battle, but still, this was one of our first lines of defense here on the coastline. Built in 1942, abandoned sometime in the mid-1950s. Obviously, it was never used, not a single gun ever even fired, but still, a core part of World War II era history here in both Massachusetts and New England. And I'm really glad I got to bring you guys along with me. Pretty awesome. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. I've been J-Mass as always, and this has been another dope New England adventure. So today we checked out the two Gooseberry Island towers. These were built during World War II as lookout towers and fire control towers. They were obviously part of the coastal defenses of Rhode Island and Massachusetts, basically providing a second layer of defense for the many forts and batteries of that area. Really cool to check out. Kind of sad we couldn't get inside, but still nonetheless really fun and really interesting to see up close. These are obviously really important historical structures. They played a major role during World War II here in New England, and I'm glad I got to bring you guys along with me. This wind though, this wind was the real star of the show. Absolutely crazy today, but I mean that's always the case whenever I film by the coast. But anyways, guys, I've been J-Mass as always. If you love urban exploration, checking out abandoned sites, history, and traveling New England, I'm always doing that. So feel free to subscribe to the channel, or you could follow me on Instagram at JMassOfficial. That's at JMassOfficial. But I've been J-Mass, the Gooseberry Island Towers, here in the town of Westport, Massachusetts. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.